8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's Morning Kicks Extra with Randy and Jen.
It's the 158th episode of Morning Kicks Extra.
Woohoo! Extra means an extra dose of Randy and Jen.
And while that may not seem like the best idea, it is a great way to catch up on stuff you might have missed out on during the show.
Or if there's anything you want to listen to again.
Like our celebration of the people who already have their Christmas shopping done.
And those non-festive people who don't want you to dress up for Halloween at work.
And we'll be talking about your crazy neighbor story.
So let's get things kicked off.
On Morning Kicks Extra.
Morning Kicks Extra with Randy and Jen.
Many years ago, the wonders of cat poop coffee were unleashed upon the world. Remember that?
Yeah, it sure became a hit, didn't it?
Yeah. Cat poop coffee, if you don't know, is made from coffee beans that have been eaten by Indonesian civet cats, pooped out, and then brewed into a hot, savory cup of joe that's been passed through a cat's butt.
Well, now there's monkey coffee, and that mostly comes from Taiwan and India. And while it's not entirely as gross as cat poop coffee, monkey coffee is made from beans that have been chewed and spit out by rock macaques. Macaques, thanks. And rhesus monkeys.
Rhesus!
Love rhesus. So good.
Not that kind, though. The monkey saliva has an enzyme in it, they say, which partially breaks down the coffee bean and changes the taste. And coffee bean farmers use the chewed and discarded beans to create a delicacy of the coffee world.
Monkey coffee is described as having a sweeter and more elaborate flavor than the average roast, with notes of vanilla and citrus and chocolate all at once. And the coffee is also known to be heavy-bodied, but not very bitter at all.
You kidding me? No hint of banana in this? Seriously?
I would think the flavor would have like a tang.
Oh, like an orangutan?
Are there any other animal orifices from which we can get our food? Like, are there elephants that, I don't know, sniff up coffee beans and let them mellow in their trunks or something?
Boy, I thought wine connoisseurs were kind of crazy. Jen's Movie Rehab! In case you didn't know, this is where we assign Jen a movie to watch over the weekend.
Because before I came to Kicks, I had seen very, very few movies, so someone would make a movie reference, and I would just have no idea what they were talking about.
So to rehabilitate her, we decided we would start assigning her a movie that the rest of us have probably already seen by now to watch over the weekend.
And then I come back on Monday, rank it 1 to 10, and let you know what I thought about it.
So because it's Friday the 13th.
Oh, is it going to be a scary movie?
Yes. Very scary.
Oh.
But because it's Friday the 13th and also because of the SpaceX spacewalk that happened yesterday,
right?
We thought we would assign you the 1995 movie Apollo 13. Get
okay.
It? Apollo
13 and 13, got it.
This is the one directed by Ron Howard, stars Tom Hanks, Kevin Bacon, Bill Paxton, Gary Sinise, Ed Harris, and Kathy Quinlan, and dramatizes the aborted 1970 Apollo 13 lunar mission, and is an adaptation of the 94 book Lost Moon, The Perilous Voyage of Apollo 13 by astronaut Jim Lovell and Jeffrey Kluger.
Cool.
So in this one, it tells the story of astronauts Lovell, Jack Swigert, Fred Hayes aboard the Apollo 13 for America's 5th crew mission to the moon, which is intended to be the third one to land. But en route, an onboard explosion deprived their spacecraft of a lot of its oxygen supply and electrical power, which forced the astronauts to sidetrack to the planet of Mars, where they confront the alien overlord, Kumpatulu, and end up rallying the slave nations from the outer rim into revolting against their evil taskmasters, and they end up living out their final days on their own planets near a black hole.
Wow.
It's something else. No, actually, what it does is it forced NASA's flight controllers to abandon the moon landing and improvise scientific and mechanical solutions to get the 3 astronauts to Earth safely. But I think my premise sounds a lot better.
So they're not going to die, are they? This isn't going to be a sad movie because it sounds like it's going to be really sad.
You'll have to just watch and find out.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
It's really sad regardless of who dies because they didn't get to go to the moon. And we've not been back since.
Okay, so where do I watch it?
Yeah, it's rated PG. You can watch it for free on Starz, or you can get ripped off for it on Prime, Apple, or Fandango Voodoo, which I feel really strange saying out loud.
Fandango Voodoo.
Fandango Voodoo.
So I'm going to watch Apollo 13 over the weekend, and then I will...
Don't try your Fandango Voodoo on me.
Well, it is Friday the 13th.
And we'll find out how she rates that on Monday.
With Jen's Movie Rehab.
Morning Kicks Extra with Randy and Jen.
How many days did you say it was from Christmas?
77!
Noel. There ain't no water, cause there ain't no well.
That's not how this song goes. Come on. 77 days till Christmas. Have you gotten any Christmas shopping done yet?
No.
Really?
No. Are you one of those people who gets it done way early?
Oh, yeah, you bet. I love Christmas shopping. I love all things Christmas. So as soon as I can get my Christmas shopping done, I am all about it.
How much have you got done so far?
All of it.
Are you serious? You've
Yeah.
got all... You free, you realize everyone hates you. Everyone hates you.
Why?
I'm just telling you. Everyone.
Because I've been proactive. I've gotten stuff done.
Well, that's one of the many reasons I
Okay.
think. I think we ought to salute her and everyone else who is like this, who is way ahead of. It isn't even Halloween yet, and they've already got their Halloween shopping done or Christmas shopping done.
That was done in July.
Yeah, as the real American hero that they are.
Real American hero. Today, we salute you, person who already finished their Christmas shopping.
Person who already finished their Christmas shopping.
The summer just ended, and most of us haven't decided what we're going to be for Halloween. But your closet is already filled with presents for everyone on your Christmas list.
You even got something for the mailman.
You actually enjoy giving more than receiving.
Thanks for making the rest of us look bad. Yeah.
So as the winter wonderland nears and everyone is stressed, you'll be enjoying time with loved ones, cheesy Hallmark movies, and a manageable credit card balance. You are the person who already finished their Christmas shopping.
Real American hero.
You're getting a gift card from me, as usual.
Morning Kicks Extra with Randy and Jen.
I don't know if you've heard about this or not, but the Mega Millions ticket prices are getting ready to rise.
What do you mean? How much?
The lottery tickets, $5.
$5.
$5, more than double what they cost now. In April, the ticket prices will go up to $5.
Yeah, they're just $2 right now. Why are they going up so much?
Well, they say it's part of a broader change designed to boost jackpot odds and increase the frequency of supersized prizes and payouts.
Sure it is.
Yeah, you believe that?
No,
You
not
believe
for a
that's-
second.
That all this money we take in, hey, listen, it's going to go for these things and these things and these things. Roads, teachers, and bigger prizes.
Imagine that.
I don't buy any of that. Listen,
No, not at all.
It goes to their shareholders is who it goes to. But the modifications are coming amid dwindling ticket sales for the Mega Millions. They say they need to differentiate Mega Millions from the Powerball game.
So is the Powerball ticket going to go up too?
No, not yet. They say it's going to stay its $2 ticket pricing for now.
For now. That's not going to last. There's no way.
Until you get used to paying $5 for the Mega Millions, then they're going to realize, we can make more money if we raise
Right.
that up to that. Yeah, so if you got to buy a ticket, it's now going to cost you more.
Get that cash.
Join the upper class. Numbers you have picked have to be correct.
If you want to own a yacht,
Buy a ticket.
if you like money a lot,
Buy a ticket.
gonna hit the big jackpot.
Buy a ticket.
A ticket. Lottery. Winning dough. Money. 1 billion in the bank. Buy Mercedes and real estate. A ticket. Getting paid.
Morning Kicks Extra.
So I've been thinking a lot about what we can do for our co-host costumes that we can wear that day. And we never did do Bob Ross and his happy little tree, and I think we got to go back to that.
No, we're not. I told you last year, we're not dressing up in the studio. You don't
Why
dress up
not?
at work. It's rude. It's disrespectful
No,
to
it's
dress
not.
up at
I dressed up on my own last year because you wouldn't dress up with me. I think it would be so fun if we did. Oh my gosh, one of us can be salt and the other one can be pepper.
I thought
Peanut butter and jelly.
I thought you were doing, this was your Halloween costume you were doing today.
Okay, that's
That's
rude.
why when I came in, I was like, ah! I was like, I thought, it worked. It's
Aren't
scary.
you so funny?
So,
Good gracious. So I think we should come up with something like that together.
In fact, there are surveys out right now that show that most workers feel it's disrespectful when other people dress up at work.
Really? Why?
I don't know, because their parents didn't like them or growing up or they weren't loved as children. I don't know. Because there's no candy involved now. No, we are not going to dress up at work. I'm not going to dress up at work. I mean, I can already see you're participating in it already. But
All right, everybody now.
don't dress up at work. Don't be a zombie or a French maid. See? Wear pants and a shirt. Stop wearing a costume to your workplace. Every Halloween I get annoyed. job, shut up and get paid.
Morning Kicks Extra.
We're talking about your crazy neighbor.
What's the craziest thing your neighbor's ever done?
He had this neighbor who would ride back and forth in his field on his tractor and yell obscenities at me and my children and our animals. And when we had family come, he'd yell at them too.
You know why?
Oh, no.
Because that helped him get back and forth from one side of the field to the other faster.
Randy.
Wow. Whatever.
You could figure that out.
Oh, obviously.
Maybe you should stay home today.
What did your crazy neighbor do?
He'd come out in his robe, like, all the time, and he kept trying to check our mailbox. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing? That's my mailbox.
Well, that sounds neighborly.
One night, we're sitting on the back porch, and I hear this dog, and I look over, and it's my neighbor, and he's walking through the woods, like, past my house.
Yeah.
And he'd go back there for, like, an hour and a half, and we'd hear all these, like, weird noises. And, I mean, this dude's in, like, boots, shorts, a robe, some crazy-looking shirt.
Maybe he was going to do a ritual with your mail.
He always had these weird hats, and he was always carrying something. And
Your mail.
I'm like, what is he doing? And then he'd try to come up and talk to us, and I'd always have to get my little son to go inside, like, go.
Get in the house, Billy.
And he was always like, oh, go do nothing. Go get some rabbits. And I was like, what?
Go get some rabbits.
Go get some
Go get me some rabbits out of here.
What did your crazy neighbor do?
Last summer, there was a black snake that was wandering around in her yard a lot, and so she decided she was going to keep it for a pet.
No.
The snake went across the road to my neighbor's house across from me, and she went over to their house yelling and screaming at them that they better give her snake back.
Nasty old black snake.
And not to mention, now she has one of those mannequins that you see like in the stores.
Yeah.
Doesn't have face, doesn't have the legs. She's got it sitting on a table on her front porch, and she changes its clothes and its hat every day.
No, she doesn't.
She does.
I love it.
Today it's wearing red.
It's Morning Kicks Extra with Randy and Jen.
We're talking, though, about your crazy neighbor or the craziest behavior from the people that live in your neighborhood. What's the craziest that you've ever experienced?
Neighbor took out his privacy fence about 6 months ago and always wondered what he was doing because every Friday night I saw this glow coming from the corner. When he took out the privacy fence, he's got this tree out in the corner of his yard that he calls the talking tree, and he goes out there every Friday night and nothing but his whitey-tighties and sits down and talks to the tree for about 2 hours.
Wait a minute. Are we sure your neighbor's not Randy Brooks?
I think he's a druid.
I thought it might have been Randy Brooks. He's bald. He's got the mustache and the beard. I mean, he looks just like Randy, but
there you
I mean,
go.
he doesn't talk like Randy, so I don't know.
It cannot be me because I do that on Thursday nights.
It must be your brother then.
Maybe it's my brother.
What's your crazy neighbor story?
Well, believe it or not, he goes out and gardens in his tighty-whities.
Christine, don't you lie. You know you're the crazy neighbor.
Well, I might be the crazy neighbor, but he really does garden in his tighty-whities.
Doesn't want to get his clothes dirty.
I don't know what it's like every morning I see him over there, and he's in his garden, and all he has on is his skivvies. And I'm like, seriously?
That's just taking up, man. You don't want to waste doing laundry when you don't have to.
Yeah, he's being resourceful.
That's what he's doing. That's it.
What does your crazy neighbor do?
I got an old boy next door that's got a wash tub, the old ringer washer tub.
Yeah.
He sealed the bottom in it, and he puts about 2 big old possums in there and cooks them up for his grease about 5 inches deep. Then he puts turnip greens in there, and he wants to know if everybody'd like to come over and eat.
No.
Wait a minute. Don't you not turnip greens cooked in possum grease.
Nope.
What's your crazy neighbor story?
Farmer is a grown man who pretty much every day goes out in his yard, and I think it's a lightsaber that he has, but he fights the air all by himself.
Yes.
Yeah, he's practicing for the Clone Wars, honey. At least you got to give him credit for being prepared.
Please tell us where you live so Randy and I can come out and watch.
Watch. I want to challenge him to a duel. I think I could take him. The force is weird in this one.
It's Morning Kicks Extra with Randy and Jen.
We're talking about your crazy neighbors.
What'd your crazy neighbor do to you?
We call it the petting zoo because you can tell when they come in the driveway at night. So their little 30-acre piece of heaven is right at the end of our driveway on the dirt road. And when they pull into their driveway, the umpteen cows and chickens and sheep and dogs, they've got like 900 dogs, it sounds like. And I can be out in the shop and over the radio and the fan, I can hear, everything starts going nuts. The donkey will go off. And
hate it when that happens. All right. They're
Settle
home
down
now.
now.
They're
It's okay.
home
It's
now.
okay.
Tell us about what your crazy neighbor does.
Looked out my back door, saw my neighbor carrying in a television to their house naked.
Oh, your poor eyes.
Well, maybe.
Yeah, nobody needs to see that much white ever.
Maybe reception was really bad there, and so she decided to put a show on TV.
No, it was a dude.
Oh, sorry. Oh,
What did your crazy neighbor do?
I have a crazy neighbor. They started drinking about 11 o'clock in the morning, and by 6 o'clock in the evening, they decided to tie their two pickups together with a chain and get out in the street in front of the house and see whose pickup was the strongest. They sat there like crazy for 15 minutes, burning the rubber off their tires, and their trucks bouncing up and down, and it was just bizarre.
So basically, it was like a truck tug of war, wasn't it?
Yes, exactly, a truck tug of war.
I'm almost ashamed to admit that I have done this once.
No, have
Yes,
you really?
I really have.
Well,
I won.
I was going to say, did you win at least? That's what matters.
What's the craziest thing you've ever seen your neighbor do?
Well, good morning. My crazy neighbor, he is an older hippie, and he smokes weed out on his back deck, and when he's done, he yodels and barks at my dog.
That's how you know it's working.
It must be because he's one heck of a yodeler.
It's Morning Kicks Extra with Randy and Jen.
Hey, join us on the next edition of Morning Kicks Extra.
We're going to be talking about your irrational animal fear.
Porcupine.
In the meantime, don't forget to check out our blog at Kicks1025.com.
You can check out all of the latest Morning Kicks karaoke songs.
And you can watch us live on most social platforms every weekday morning starting at 7.
Make sure to like, follow, and smash that subscribe button.
Don't miss Morning Kicks with Randy and Jen. Weekday mornings from 6 to 10 on the 4 states' #1 for country, Kicks 102.5.